Bruce were paired together and Bruce were to die, it doesn't matter if what we had paired, if what we're fighting against is super effective against, we have to send it in and we have to find a way to beat whatever we're fighting against. And then if we die there, much like this Houndoom's about to die right now. Oh, never mind, it lived. That's quite effective. Alrighty guys, welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon Emerald Extreme Randomized Nuzlocke. Previously, I believe we didn't really do much outside of taking on the 6th gym leader here, Winona. I think we ran into a little bit of trouble, but we didn't suffer any sort of casualties, which is really good. It's actually been a few days since I recorded, so I actually don't super duper remember everybody. Like what we're going to be fighting against and all that. But I know Teresa here is flying type, level 42. Have her holding the lucky egg right now so we can get her to 45. And then I believe we're going to pass it off to Houndoom next. But Drill Peck, Metal Claw, Meteor Mash, Hydro Pump. Speaking of Houndoom, we got Houndoom right here, level 41. It is Rock and Steel type, and it's got Comet Punch, Super Fang, Metal Claw, and Meteor Mash. Then we have Bruce, our Flying and Grass. Yeah, Flying and Grass Crobat here at level 45, Fly, Meteor Mash, Sleep Powder, Extra Sensory. We got Glow Up, the Milotic, the Psychic type Milotic, I believe, at level 45, with Surf, Zap Cannon, Leech Seed, and Icy Wind. No Psychic type moves whatsoever. And then we have Daphne, our Electric and Dragon, Golduck, at level 45, with Surf, Spark, Outrage, Focus Energy. That, our friends, is the team. Let's go ahead and get a move on. So this recording session, honestly, it's probably going to get split up into a few parts because right now when I'm recording this, it is almost 1 o'clock. I go into work at 5-ish, and today's the day where we do the big-ass grinding. Yes, I will be going through all of the water routes in this game in order to get all of my encounters, battle all the trainers that I possibly can. And that is going to be what we will have to work with against both Tate and Liza and then Juan. As much as Tate and Liza scare me, right now we're sitting at 45 with most of our team. I believe their highest is going to be 50. I believe Tate and Liza's highest is going to be 50. So I'm not really too worried about it because, like I said, we should have a full team of 50s by then, and we might even be higher because, again, Lucky Egg is cracked like that. But I will be getting all my encounters that I possibly can up to that point. I think the only thing we won't be able to go for is like any of the dive encounters, but that's not really a problem, to be honest. In my opinion, it's not a problem. But it feels so weird to be playing this again because I want to say it's probably been about a week since I recorded this, and it's weird to me because we started our Pokemon Suite Lovelock, which if you haven't already, you should go and check that out. It's very different having a game like this, right? Where everything is different because you randomize the typings, move sets, all that stuff, abilities, whatever. And then playing a game that's a ROM hack that feels the exact same way. So it's kind of odd, because like for Sweet, for example, I have this book here, and you can see the writing. It's what I have for my pairs, and then on the bottom I actually have the typing chart for that game because there's only 12 typings in that game as opposed to the 17 that are in Generation 3 normally. So I wrote down the typing chart so that way I could remember it better. Whereas like a game like this, we got to gamble almost every single battle unless we have seen something so many times or we own it and we're using it. We have to guess what we're going to be fighting against. But for those of you who don't know what the love lock rules entail, a love lock is essentially a single player soul link, in that I have to pair things up on a team of 6. I'm not allowed to have any duplicate primary typings across my team. I am not allowed. They have to be male and female per the pairs. And if one part of a pair dies, you have to immediately send in the partner Pokemon that's paired to it. So an example would be like if we were doing this game, right? And let's just say Teresa and Bruce were paired together and Bruce were to die. It doesn't matter if what we had paired, if what we're fighting against is super effective against, we have to send it in and we have to find a way to beat whatever we're fighting against. And then if we die there, much like this Houndoom's about to die right now. Oh, never mind, it lived. That's quite effective. How did you live? That is quite effective. How the hell did we live that? Regirock's got decent attack. How did it... What? And it resist... Wow. But no, as I was saying, Lovelock, if one part of a pair dies, you have to send in the partner Pokemon of that pair, regardless, like, if it's super effective against what you're fighting or not. So it makes for some very interesting content, especially because I think we've done only 2, like, Lovelock series where, like, it's just standard Lovelock. Because I know we did, I think we did a couple of them for Generations Master Mode. In fact, I want to say when Generations Master Mode comes back, I'm going to fact check myself here because I keep stuff on a Google Doc. Keep all the stuff there. I want to say when we go back to Generations Master Mode, we got to do another one. If it would load faster. Generations Master Mode. Where are we at? Probably like in the middle somewhere. Okay. Next game is a Lovelock Elimination Lock. Oh. Oh, that's bad. So basically what that means is, like I said, single player Soul Link. But the catch is I'm only limited to the amount of Pokemon that I had. So whenever I do elimination locks, I make it either 6 or 12. And I like flip the coin in order to decide that. And I flipped the coin that gave me 6. So we literally are only going to have a team of 6 to beat the entirety of Generation 9. Can I do it? Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm confident enough. But in a Master Mode setting, might be a little bit tricky. My hope is that I don't get like 90% of the way through, we lose all 3 lives, and then we have to go back and do it again, because essentially you get like 6 lives per generation. That's kind of how I did it, because like there's so many games. It was mainly for like the earlier generation of games, and surprisingly the only time where that played a pivotal part in the series was when we were in Sinnoh and we had like an extreme randomizer for Diamond. Let me tell you, that was rough. that extreme randomizer for Sinnoh in Diamond was insane. I don't remember how many deaths we had in Sinnoh. I want to say we had like almost 40 total. Because, and this is spoilers in case you haven't watched Generations Master Mode, which I would completely understand. It's a stream series of all the games, so they're pretty long. Some of the streams are pretty long, I should say. But that's what the death montage is for. So if you go back and watch a death montage of that series, and you watch Sinnoh's is exponentially longer than like all the rest. I think the only one that comes closest is Kalos, because Kalos was also an extreme randomizer? I don't think it was an extreme randomizer, but I think it was a love lock. I think it was a love lock. I don't know though. Can't quite put my finger on it. But yeah, basically, when we go back to Generations Master Mode, which I actually need to get on top of making the art here soon. I actually don't have the background that we had 2 years ago, and I kind of wish, especially in retrospect, we made it to where it changed for every game that we played. That does so much for... That heals him up so fucking much. But yeah, once we go back, dude, I'm actually so excited to go back and do Generations Master Mode. I don't know. I think because when I do it with the DLC, it's actually gonna be like pretty lengthy, and it's gonna be me streaming it. So, I mean, can I handle doing that and then a Violet Master Mode back to back? I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, a regular Violet Master Mode is probably gonna be fine because. And I'm debating on doing this with my next couple of series that I do, because I don't know about you guys, I've been really, really itching to play Heart Gold, because we haven't done any sort of Generation 2 game. We haven't done Johto since Sacred Gold, and that would be like this time 2 years ago. So I kind of want to do it again. But I've also been kind of, not necessarily preaching this, but I've also been wanting to do a series, or maybe multiple series, where I use Pokemon from the games. Like, I'll make a randomizer, randomize abilities, all that stuff. But I want to use stuff that I know that, like, I've either rarely used on teams or like have never used on teams. And this applies to both, like, you know, when I played the games in my own time and series, because obviously, like, right now I think Golduck could have made that list, but because Golduck has been on my team for like the entirety of this game, he's probably not gonna be a part of that now. So, and this is probably spoiling how I want to do it, but it would basically be like an egg lock, but all the eggs are going to be Pokemon that I know I haven't used in a playthrough team before. And I'll go through and I'll look through the decks and all that stuff. And the nice thing about Heart Gold is, like, I'll try to do it with a level booster. And so if everyone who has played Heart Gold before, or Heart Gold Soul Silver, I should say, knows before, Red is normally like almost level 90. So, well, he's 88, but like basically it could be like 100. Because I normally do 20% level boosters. I mean, that's what I did for this game. So I think Wallace is normally like 58 or something like that. So 20% of that is 5.8. That rounded up to 6. No, that's 10%. 20% is 10. No, it's 11.6. So it rounded up to 12. So he might have a level 70 ace. Interesting. I know this is Flygon. We actually have already caught one of these. It's static, so we don't need to worry about it. I'm actually just going to Meteor Mash it to kill it, get the experience. And we're just going to keep on moving. But yeah, I would do a 20% level booster for Heart Gold, because like early on, it would be fine, or it'd be okay. Or like it really wouldn't matter. Like going throughout the entirety of Johto, it wouldn't matter too much. But I would make it to where everything, like in this game, it's gonna fully evolve at 40. So that would be the same there. So that way we actually can get some levels, because I know like post game they made it so incredibly annoying to get levels. I'd also make everything like teams 6, so all important trainers would have a team of 6, because that's honestly how it should be. Would that make it scary? Oh yeah, that adds difficulty to the games. But that's kind of what I'm trying to. It's kind of what I'm trying to ask for. And again, I could do a master mode under that sort of rules. I wouldn't be against it. But if I do, because here's the thing, right? If I do a video series of Heart Gold, it's gonna last a very long time. If we go far, that is. But that's basically what I'm trying to say. It's gonna last a pretty long time. That will more than likely carry us over to Generations Master Mode. Like, I would be shocked if it doesn't. Especially because if I want to do reruns through Dragano games, kind of with the same rules that I had for Volt White, then I'm definitely going to want to give a little bit of time before I go straight into Generation 2. Because like I said, I'm doing Gen 9 back to back again. So, like, I'm going to probably want a little bit of break from Master Mode once we get to that point. But who knows? Who knows? All I'm saying is I'm really excited for what the next few months are gonna have in tow, because like once we're done with these games, I'm not kidding when I say I'm gonna be so excited for when we do this Heart Gold series, because like I said, I'm gonna try and take, and this would be all the mons even up to Generation 4. I'm gonna take all the mons that I know I haven't used in a team before, so a lot of them are gonna be probably shit. But they could be good because they're gonna have randomized abilities. So it's kind of exciting in a way. Now it's difficult because it's like, okay, let's use this one for an example. Stantler is normally in Generation 2. So if we play Heart Gold, Soul Silver, should I use Stantler, even though we have used Weirdeer, and I know Weirdeer it's evolution, but we used the Stantler to get a Weirdeer in Legends Arceus? These are the big questions. And honestly, because Weirdeer is a whole different Pokemon, I honestly think I should. Alright, Teresa's level 45. Let's go. Polytoad. But that's the example I'm giving myself. It's like, if I've... like, those evolutions and whatnot. And some of you might think, like, I'm going to have a lot of Pokemon. I don't think I'm going to have that much. I'm definitely not going to have a whole lot from Generation 1. In fact, I don't even know if I'm going to have any, like, good Generation 1 Pokemon. Because I've used... like, because legendaries do count in that as well. Like, I would have them be in an egg and then, like, you know, one step, hatch, boom, it's... I don't know. Zapdos, for example. Even though I know I've used Zapdos on a team. It's actually on one of my first teams. First teams run through, I think, Yellow? I think the first time I played through Yellow, I went ahead and used Zapdos on my team. Which, if you were in the Free Time Friday stream, I don't even know when this would be going out. Probably like a couple weeks when I'm recording it. But like a couple weeks ago, I was on Free Time Friday talking about like wanting to do tournaments. But like these would be tournaments that I would run by myself using like... oh, okay, taking my YouTube series teams and, you know, pitting them against each other, blah, 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 blah. Having all these rules and whatnot. Just pitting them against each other, all the brackets and whatnot. And I actually said in that stream, I'm like, I've been planning this for like 2 years. And I think now more than ever, especially because we have a Generation 9 DLC, which is kind of confirming that we're not going to get a new like main series game, which I will not complain about. Trust me. I would much rather have a polished game at the tail end, or maybe even like midway through 2024, than a new game. Because, I mean, to be honest, we kind of saw what happened. Actually, we kind of saw what happened the last time that Game Freak did that. Sword and Shield, and then BDSP came out. And again, I don't hate BDSP. I understand everyone's disappointment with it, because I'm kind of in that same boat. Even though I would like to do a series in BDSP as well. I would like to do a new one, I should say. So, I don't know when that's gonna happen. Alright, it's Cleffa. I'll say, we saw one of you early on. I don't remember what typing you were. But no, going back to that statement though, like, I want to try and do series, at least if we're going to go through games that we haven't played in a while. Because sure, I can sit here and I can run through Heart Gold, 20% level booster, have it just be a regular, like, randomized Nuzlocke, whatever. But it's not going to be the same, like this. Like, because the typings are randomized and all that stuff, I'm still going to be running into scary shit. Like, that could have scared me if I was weak to this. But, like, if I just did a regular Heart Gold, 20% level boosted Nuzlocke, or randomized Nuzlocke, it's not gonna, like... I wouldn't be afraid. to put it nicely, I wouldn't be afraid, because I think we'd be fine. I mean, if we get a good enough start, we'd be fine. But if we have a situation like where our RNG kind of sucks, that that could play a factor. But like when I go and look at my Nuzlocke records, I think in regular like randomizers. Oh, that's the wrong document. I think in regular or just like randomizers, technically. Oh wait, I'm technically 1 and 2. Oh, that's why. Because Insurgents and Zeta, they counted as randomizers because obviously they were, and the only actual randomized Nuzlocke we won was the 8-hour stream challenge of Fire Red. Because normal Nuzlocks I'm 1 and 3. Master modes I'm 4 and 2. Interesting developments. Interesting developments we have found here. In a way, dude, just got paralyzed. Come on. Get that attack buff. Come on. Oh! If he clicked counter after I hit Meteor Mash, 100% would have died. And I would have 100% been pissed. And I 100% would have been done recording today already. Already would have been done. Alright, can I stop getting fucking paralyzed? I was talking about this in one of our Sweet episodes, but like, I swear to you, these older gen games were ruthless when it came to hacks. So ruthless when it came to hacks. Like, it's not even funny. Alright, what are we at right now? 26 minutes? Alright, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video here. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you hit that like button down below, because it would be very mucho apreciado. That was the whitest way I could have said that. It'd be very much appreciated. Subscribing as well. Let me know what you guys are thinking of the series so far. I've been having a blast with recording this. Even if our RNG hasn't been the greatest when it comes to some of the items we've been getting, I don't want that to take away from the fact that this has still been a pretty fun series to have played through so far. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, hit that like button, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.